Stephanie Dobson is back with us this week. Stephanie is a local lawyer and mediator here in Lloydminster at Hankin Divorce Law and Mediation. And today, Stephanie, we are going to be talking about using technology in the process of divorce and mediation. So this is something that with COVID, obviously a lot of, not just law firms, but a lot of businesses have switched to doing things online or over Zoom, that sort of a thing. So how has that technology impacted the divorce and separation process?
Well, it's really quite amazing to consider that through your divorce process, you may never actually need to meet with me in person, whether I'm your lawyer or your mediator. From things like conducting meetings by Zoom, to submitting your documents electronically, to remotely signing things, or even filing court documents by email these days. The divorce process can occur without even ever having to meet your lawyer in person. The technology that I use all existed prior to COVID, so this isn't new technology necessarily. It's just the implementation of the technology that has become so normal throughout the COVID pandemic.
So what do the clients think when they are talking to you and they find out that, most of the relationship with you can be remote based?
Well, from the very first moment that we speak with our clients, a lot of people will contact us initially either by phone or they'll submit their web form to get in touch with us. And we really tell them right from the get-go that we'll be using Zoom for our meetings. And we normalize it from them right from the beginning. In the past, I'd say 6 to 8 months or so, there's lots of clients that are coming to me from all over Alberta and all over Saskatchewan. And so for those more remote or geographically distant clients, it's really handy for them to be able to do everything by Zoom, and thinking about never really having to leave the comfort of your own home or not having to take much time off of work to be able to meet with us is huge for them.
What happens, Stephanie, if these people are not technology savvy? Because not everybody is good with technology, and even though some of it is simple, some people just don't like to deal with technology. So what if that's the case?
Well, you're absolutely right, Stacey, and we do try to meet our clients where they're at in their life. Divorce is a very difficult time in most people's lives, and so we don't want to add extra stress by having them have to adapt to technology. But what I can say about that, though, is everything that we use is very simple. So there's 3 things I want to focus on here. So the first thing is Zoom meetings. So we've tried lots of different platforms for video conferencing, and we found that Zoom is the easiest platform. For all of our clients, we send them the link well ahead of their meeting date. They have one click to get onto the meeting, and everything is automatic. It automatically downloads the Zoom application, and they can even practice with our staff at our office to actually get onto the meeting if they're having trouble. Second, we use texting. So we have, through our phone system, we have the ability to text with clients, and it makes it so easy for them if they're trying to schedule appointments or trying to get their ID to us, or some administrative items, and they don't have to stop what they're doing to take a phone call from us or be checking their email. And the third thing that we do is we use technology to help with the document delivery. As you can imagine, there's tons of documents that clients are going to have to send to us. There are still some clients who bring us in that banker's box of documents, but we really do try to help them to submit everything to us electronically. We either, by email, by USB stick, but most of our clients are using our client portal, and they just love that. They don't have to worry about email attachments or remembering who to send things to, because the notifications on our end come in automatically. So everything is really easy, and we do cheat sheets to make sure that the technology is not an impediment to or more of a stressor to their divorce process. We really just want to make it comfortable for them and easy.
And now that the restrictions are being lifted for most provinces and for most businesses, what happens then with this practice? Are you going to keep offering the remote sessions if people want them?
Well, actually, it's more so, are we going to ever go back to in person? And for me, I don't know if we ever really will. Our services are so geographically distant as to where our clients are drawn from. And most clients are asking to keep things remote and the convenience of it. And so, of course, if people want to go back to in person, I certainly won't say no, but I try to schedule it on days that on certain days where I know I'm going to have lots of in-person meetings or things like that. Most of our clients are willing to adapt to that remote service delivery, and they are asking for it.
All right, Stephanie, well, thank you so much for joining us again this week. And one point I think I'd like to make just with all of this is that because of the fact you can deal remotely, this means then that people from, they don't have to be from Lloydminster and area, they can be from further away and you can still help them with their cases. Is that correct?
Yes, interestingly, we have clients from all over both Alberta and Saskatchewan. So, 2, 3, 4 hours away, some clients will be calling us, and literally because we don't have to be in person, it allows me to use my skill set, which is, about helping families to thrive, helping families to divorce in a positive and in a different way than you would traditionally think about divorce. So that skill set is being requested more and more, and it's being requested from more distant places. So I'm happy to help.
All right, Stephanie. Well, once again, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll speak to you again next week.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Stacey.